And we know the tropics have been causing more rip currents along the coast.
Yeah, meteorologist Julie Broughton explains what you need to look out for. Julie.
Yeah, it is just going to get worse as far as rip currents go as we head through the rest of our weekend. You know, I was out at Melbourne Beach today for a shoot and was looking at the surf, and it really is just churned up out there. So do make sure you swim near a lifeguard. Now, Kirk is hundreds of miles away from Central Florida, but this is a major hurricane, and watch what happens with the wave heights as we roll you through into the weekend. We are talking about wave heights getting up to around 7-8 feet along our shores as we move towards Sunday. So again, if you are heading out to the beach this weekend, make sure you swim near a lifeguard. And if you do get caught in a rip current, you can swim parallel to the shore until that current releases you. Here's what's happening right now across Central Florida. Most of us are in pretty good shape. We've seen that East Coast sea breeze moving inland. A few isolated showers not really holding together all that well as they continue traveling off toward the west. We'll take you in a little bit closer for those of you down in southern Lake County, where you see those areas of yellow to the south of Claremont and just to the north of the Four Corners. That's where we're seeing around a ½ inch to an inch of rain falling per hour. Not much lightning. We do have the lightning detection data on for you. We were seeing quite a bit of lightning earlier today, but these showers have lost some of their punch as they continue to move their way inland. Also in Osceola County, some light rain to the south of Kissimmee that is now approaching the turnpike. And we will keep some showers around as we head through the evening hours and some coastal showers overnight. Now, right now it is on the sticky side for a lot of us. You're sitting at 91 in Leesburg. If you're in Cape Canaveral, you're at 86 and it's 82 where you've seen some rain in Kissimmee. Coming up in just a few minutes, we'll talk about the weekend forecast and, of course, about what is going on in the tropics.
Julie, thank you. Broughton joins us now. Julie, you know the pumpkin rule.
I do, but I violate it every year. Every single year we carve them early because we're excited and they get so disgusting.
Same result.
So exactly. So I'm sure probably this weekend we'll carve pumpkins and we'll be reporting grossness soon. All right, here's what it looks like for you outside right now. Really pretty afternoon in Daytona Beach. This is our Daytona Toyota DeLand Kia camera. You can see lots of blue sky, lots of folks out enjoying the beach. But remember, we are looking at that elevated threat of rip currents. That is going to get worse as we move through the weekend, kind of peaking by Sunday thanks to Kirk way out in the Atlantic, a major hurricane. I'll show you that in just a moment. First, 88 degrees in Daytona Beach. Feels like 95. Winds are coming in out of the east-northeast at 10 miles per hour. Radar showing most of us are dry out there. We've seen a few spotty showers moving through. These are generally moving off toward the west for us, and we'll continue to see some showers, especially as we head through the overnight hours in our coastal areas. But most of the rain wraps up for us, for most of us, by around sunset. Clouds and rain forecast for you, taking you through the rest of the afternoon and into the evening hours. Notice by around 6 o'clock, still some spotty showers in areas like the Villages down toward Leesburg. A lot of the heavier rain will be down south in Polk County. Then as we take you to around 8 o'clock or so, again, still tracking some of those spotty showers. Notice as we take you through the overnight hours, skies are partly to mostly cloudy. I do think, again, there's that potential of some isolated showers, especially along the coast through the overnight hours. However, most of us will stay dry for most of the overnight hours. Right now, it is 91 if you are in Leesburg. The Villages, you're checking in at 89 degrees, 86 if you are in New Smyrna Beach, and it is 84 right now in Cocoa Beach. Here's your hour-by-hour forecast featuring some fish who live in the Villages. We're tracking some showers. See, I told you, if you send me your pet, no matter what it is, we'll use it. 85 degrees at 6 o'clock, 83 degrees at 7, and 80 at 8 o'clock. Again, most of us will be dry by 8. Click Orlando.com/pins to share your pets with us. Here's what we're looking for in the tropics. We've been talking about this area for the last several days in the Caribbean and Gulf of Mexico. Now a broad area of low pressure has developed. The National Hurricane Center only giving that a 30% chance of further development over the next several days. However, it is still going to bump up our chance of rain as we head into the weekend, especially on Sunday. And then we'll be tracking that potential of some heavy rain into next week as well. Taking you out elsewhere in the tropics, Kirk is a major hurricane, a Category 3, expected to become a Category 4 storm. And while it is several hundred miles away from Central Florida, it will be sending that rough surf our way, especially as we head into the weekends, late Saturday into Sunday. Also out there, way out in the Atlantic, Tropical Storm Leslie, which will likely become a hurricane as we head through the next couple of days. And again, we are watching that area a little bit closer to home, which will bump up our chance of rain. Now, here's your pinpoint accurate forecast.
Your forecast is sponsored by Freedom Health Medicare Advantage Plans.
75 for our overnight low with some isolated showers, especially along the coast overnight. Here is your 7-day forecast. Tomorrow looks very similar to today with rain chances around 30%. That goes up slightly to 40% on Saturday. Then Sunday we bump it up to 60%, and that's where we leave it for a few days, looking at that potential of some heavy rain as that tropical moisture rolls in. But as our rain chances go up, those afternoon highs go down. Look at that on Tuesday, only a high of 83.
Ooh.
Our overnight lows stay in the 70s.
All right, Julie, thank you. When it comes to battling mental health, have you ever considered immersing yourself in the arts?
Why experts say it could be therapeutic and how it helps support your mind, body, and spirit. You're watching News 6 at 4 on a Thursday, getting results. We'll be right back.
This portion of the news is sponsored by Light Orlando, delivering hope together.
Coming up in the morning, a critical test flight along the Cape. We'll have live updates as a next-generation rocket blasts off and why the results could have implications for years to come.
Plus your pinpoint weather traffic every 10 minutes. We'll see you for News 6 Morning starting at 5.
We do want to take a live look now at our Daytona Toyota and Deland Kia camera in Daytona Beach. It may not be a great time to get in the water, but it looks gorgeous out there right now.
It really does look good. Something else that it feels much nicer out there. Meteorologist Julie Broughton is pinpointing everything we need to know. And Julie, it seems like that unforgiving heat is suddenly forgiving.
Yeah, it's feeling a little better out there today, but you were just showing that beautiful shot of Daytona Beach. Lots of people out enjoying the beach. And if you are planning to head out there, keep in mind we are looking at elevated threat of rip currents, and that threat is going to get higher, especially as we head towards Sunday. That's because of Kirk way out in the Atlantic, a major hurricane. We are expecting it to become a Category 4 hurricane, and it will send some rough surf our way. So that does mean that even experienced swimmers can get caught up in those rip currents. Make sure you swim near a lifeguard tower if you are planning to get in the water. And if you do get caught by a rip current, you can swim parallel to the shore until it releases you. A lot of people panic because it's scary, but the rip currents are very narrow. So if you just do that, it should release you and you should be in good shape. Radar for us now scanning out. We saw that beautiful shot in Daytona Beach. No rain up there. We've seen some of those isolated showers throughout the day today. Most of those have now moved off toward our west, and we'll continue to see a few more showers developing through the evening hours. And then again, overnight, we're looking at that chance of coastal showers. I don't think those will make it too far inland, though. Right now, we are sitting at 84 degrees if you're in Orlando. A little bit warmer as we head farther to the west. 91 right now in Leesburg. Our friends in the Villages are checking in at 89. It is 89 in Ocala and along the coast. You are 88 in Palm Coast and 85 degrees right now in Melbourne. Now, as we take you through the rest of the afternoon, we will see a few more isolated showers. We'll time all of that out for you hour by hour. Now, our chance of rain is going way up in the forecast. We'll let you know when that happens, and of course, have a full check of the tropics coming up in just a few minutes.
Julie, thank you.
Most of us are in good shape this afternoon on our Lunch Credit Union camera out at Port Canaveral. A whole lot of blue sky sitting at 86 degrees. Now, as we head into the weekend, our chance of rain goes up. We will pinpoint that and the tropics for you coming up.
You're watching News 6 at 4:30, getting results. We'll be right back.
This portion of the news is sponsored by your Central Florida Honda dealers.
I'm meteorologist Julie Broughton here with your forecast for you here at 4:44. We'll start out with a look from our Light Orlando Delivering Hope Together camera over downtown Orlando. The wasp that we always see out here, he was just kind of creeping around, so I don't know if we'll see him again. But otherwise, we're looking good over downtown with partly cloudy skies, enjoying some blue sky out there. Right now, it is 84 degrees, and we have our winds coming in out of the east at 10 miles per hour. And that strong onshore component helped our East Coast sea breeze set up pretty early and move right across the peninsula. A lot of the showers are already off to our west. Elsewhere, you are sitting at 89 degrees if you're in Sanford. Also looking at 89 in the Villages. Palm Coast, you're at 88 degrees, 85 in Melbourne, and it is 86 degrees right now in Cocoa Beach. Here's a look at the radar for you scanning out. Those showers started pretty early for us today along the East Coast sea breeze. Now, most of those are off to our west. And as we loop the radar for you over the last hour, you can see that is the general movement with those showers continuing to move off toward the west. However, we do have some more showers out over the Atlantic that will move on shore in areas like Brevard County, and we'll continue to see some isolated showers in the picture as we move through the overnight hours, especially along the coast. Here's how that looks on your clouds and rain forecast as we start the clock for you at 4 o'clock. This model's done pretty well with our showers today, so we still can't rule out a few more isolated showers popping up around 7, 8 o'clock, especially across our western counties. Then by 10 o'clock, I think we'll see some of those isolated showers moving on shore in our coastal communities, and even overnight we can see a few coastal showers with skies partly to mostly cloudy. 4 o'clock tomorrow morning, you could see a shower along the turnpike in Osceola County, but overall, I think most of us stay dry through the overnight hours. Now, here is your hour-by-hour forecast featuring this beautiful girl. Her person pinned her. She lives in Orlando and said that she wanted to be on TV like Steve's dog. I don't know her name. I assume they mean Trooper Steve's dog, but she's gorgeous. So click orlando.com/pins to share your photos with us. Few isolated showers possible for us around 7 o'clock. By 8 o'clock, most of us dry in the low 80s. Taking you out to the tropics, we've been keeping a really close eye on this area in the Gulf of Mexico and Northwest Caribbean. That's where we've been monitoring for the last several days. National Hurricane Center is still giving us a 30% chance of further tropical development over the next several days, over the next 7 days actually. A broad area of low pressure has developed. However, most of the models now are indicating that we're just going to be talking about rain chances going up as we head into Sunday. So this is something we need to still watch very closely. One of the models this afternoon was again hinting that we could see some more tropical development by the end of next week. Bottom line though, it will be a big rainmaker. Here's a look as we head into Sunday. Notice those rain totals piling up for us as we head to around Sunday night. So we will see rain chances increasing. Elsewhere in the tropics, Kirk, a major hurricane, not a concern for us, and Leslie, a tropical storm, also not a concern for us. Now here's your pinpoint accurate forecast.
Your forecast is sponsored by the Flooring Center.
Rain chances gradually go up as we move through the next couple of days. 40% on Saturday, up to 60% on Sunday with that tropical moisture, and we leave it elevated into next week.
Julie, thank you.